I was born as Pink Diamond, the youngest of the diamonds. And from the very beginning, I was treated like I didn't quite belong among them. White Diamond, Yellow Diamond, and Blue Diamond ruled with certainty and control. They saw me as immature, someone who didn't fully understand what it meant to lead. I wanted nothing more than to prove I was just as important as they were. So when I was finally given my own colony, Earth, I thought it was my chance to show them what I could do. When I arrived on Earth, everything felt different. The planet was alive in a way no gem world ever was. I saw forests that moved with the wind, oceans that stretched farther than I could imagine, and creatures that lived freely without being shaped into anything else. For the first time, I started to question what our empire was doing. Colonization didn't feel like creation. It felt like destruction. I tried to stop it. I begged the other diamonds to spare Earth, to let it remain as it was. But they didn't listen to me. They saw Earth as just another resource, another place to expand the gem empire. I felt powerless, and that hurt more than anything. So I made a choice I could never take back. I became Rose Quartz. I hid myself among the Quartz soldiers on Earth and began building something new. Not an empire, but a rebellion. I fought against my own kind, not because I hated them, but because I loved the planet. I had been given too much to let it be destroyed. I knew the only way to protect Earth was to make the diamonds believe I was gone forever, so I staged my own shattering. The war that followed was devastating. The diamonds mourned me, and they blamed Rose Quartz for everything. The crystal gems continued fighting to protect Earth, holding on to the hope that freedom was worth the cost. As centuries passed, I stayed in my new form, living as Rose Quartz, learning what it meant to care for life instead of control it. Eventually, I fell in love with a human, Greg Universe. He showed me a kind of joy I had never known before, something simple and real. And when I became pregnant with our child, I knew I couldn't exist in both worlds at once. So I gave up my physical form. In doing so, I became part of my son, Steven Universe. Through him, everything I had done came to light. The truth about Pink Diamond, the war, and the lie I created all came crashing down. But Steven did something I never could have done alone. He helped heal the damage I left behind. Even the diamonds began to change. And in the end, I wasn't just Pink Diamond, or Rose Quartz, or a ruler trying to prove herself. I was someone who made mistakes, and still found a way to create something better from them.